Hello, hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby, thank you for tuning in to episode 21 of our Path of Exile Affliction League beginners playthrough. Soon be playing as Zizaran Boneshatter Slayer. We're still the Spectral Helix duelist at the minute. I did go in between episodes. I went and did a trade with somebody. Typical, they answered when I'm not recording. Sod's law, isn't it? But I have bought Cast when damage taken, level 1. I have also, you may notice, the eagle-eyed amongst you may notice, this axe is now 2 red and a green as opposed to 2 green and a red. I used 1 chromatic orb. That's all I managed to use. And that popped straight away, which is excellent. So what I've done now, and I do want to showcase this, it's not in the build guide yet. I think we use Cast when damage taken a little bit later. But I wanted to showcase it because it's a really good support gem. So we now have Cast when damage taken, supporting Molten Shell, which is a bit of a shield, and the Poacher's Mark, the Curse, which makes enemies take additional hits, I think, doesn't it? Additional fizz damage, yeah, lowering their fizz damage reduction, adding fizz damage to all hits against them, as well as giving us a frenzy charge when killed, 28 life when the hit, and extra mana when the hit as well. So that's really good. Now, I don't need to worry. With Cast when damage taken, I don't need to worry about pressing that Poacher's Mark button. I've taken it off my hotbar. I've also got Leap Slam back. Yay! Leap Slam's back in with faster attacks here. And Dash as well. Dash is there too. But what we can do now, we don't need to worry about pressing the Poacher's Mark or pressing a Molten Shell for a bit of a shield. It will do it automatically when we take a certain amount of damage. At level 1... it will trigger when we take, at the bottom line there, 528 damage. Alright, so when we take a third of our health in damage, it will pop and it will trigger both the Curse and also Molten Shell, which will give us a bit of a barrier. Now what you can see there, the top line in blue, this gem can only support skill gems requiring level 38 or lower. That's something you need to be aware of. Currently, our Molten Shell requires level 32, so that's safe. That can probably level up a couple of times. Our Poacher's Mark requires level 37. So as and when Poacher's Mark wants to level up again, we need to look at what the required level is going to be. Chances are it's going to be probably 39 or 40, which means if it goes over requires level 38, Cast when damage taken will not proc it. So Poacher's Mark we're looking for. When that wants to level up, we probably want to right click and stop it. We're going to go straight into Kaom's Dream, I think, now, and we'll do this side, and then we'll get into the crux, probably the next episode now, of the end of Act 4. We are still, where are we? We are still on defences. We are still low on lightning at the minute. We could do with a little bit more fire, so that's something we need to look at as well. I would love to replace the neck and that other ring. But for now, we have Leap Slam back. So we can hop around like Duracell Bunny. Dash is okay, but Dash has a cooldown. Dash is good for getting out of trouble. So what you're looking for now, if we take a load of damage, you should see both the Molten Shell and you should see these guys get the Curse Mark above the head.
I can't do this just yet.
Apologies if you can hear the noise. It sounds like next door are nailing wallpaper to the wall. There you go, it just procced then. That one, for a split second, had the curse above its head. Just for a split second. Now that'll come in really handy for boss fights. As well as Molten Shell, to be fair. So we want to work our way up here. There is a waypoint towards the end of this zone as well before we get into the boss fight, I think. Looks like we're having to go this way. There you go. You see the curse then. Impending Doom support. Interesting. They had so many different skill gems every league. I never know what's an old gem or not. Nice. Oh, Orb of Chance. I'm noticing as well, we're doing a lot of stuns as well now. You see the little dazed icon above them. Molten Shell is ready to level up. So what we want to do is keep an eye on the required level. So I'll just back up. Let's have a look. So next level at the bottom requires level 36. So that can actually go up one. So that'll give us a bit more of a shield. So that is still, if you're ever unsure, just hover over them. You'll see that they're still working. All three light up. That's good. I don't think then, so we're looking out now, Poacher's Mark, and chances are the next Molten Shell will go higher than requires level 38, so we need to stop them both, I reckon. Okay, I didn't do bad with those. All my things are off as well, aren't they? I've only just noticed. There we go, that's better. I'm running around without any auras on. And we're still doing alright. Shield, no good, but it's yellow, we'll take. More scrolls, doing okay. This is just looping round, isn't it? It is indeed. Well, let's go and uncover it then. Why not? More things to kill, a bit more XP. Another yellow to the collection. Let me know how you're getting on as well, guys. Now we're getting into the meat of the game. Right, what's that one? Cruelty. That can definitely level up. That's fine. Yeah, now we're getting into the meat of the game. Hopefully now you've got the basics under your belt. I'd love to know what build you're running, how you're getting on, how far you've got. If you've pushed on through, don't forget as well, if you have pushed ahead, I have still got the old Toxic Rain playthrough on the channel as well. So very similar to this. Talk about everything that we encounter. So if you're encountering something new and you're not quite sure, you can always backtrack to that playlist as well. And I was thinking, for the next league, I might do another one. Just then I've got 3, but that may be a caster. Or maybe even a totem caster. Something different. Faster attacks can level up. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. We'll see what Zizaran comes up with. Because I do like his build guides being all in the Path of Building tree. Right, so skill point. Let's pop this in. So we're going up for the armour. Does it matter which way we're going? Increased armour, armour, and increased armour. I'm not sure it did. Let's have a look. We are going left. Okay. Right, into the next zone. There's the waypoint. I'll go into town in a second. There you go, the curse has popped. Excellent stuff. Right, let's jump back to town, do a sell. We may as well, be rude not to. Take this opportunity to get some currency. Faster attacks can level up. Main support can level up. Oops. Sell. Not stash, sell. Sell you, sell you, sell you. That's a funky sword, isn't it? Nothing there that's exciting at all. Good bit of currency though. A couple of alks now. Plenty of wisdom scrolls. Plenty of chromatics. We're doing alright again. We were getting a bit low. Right, straight back in. Crafting recipe. Socket links. So we've had socket numbers. We've now got socket links. Excellent. I think I'll show you them towards the end of this episode. We'll just go and have a look. Even though we're not going to use them. Even though we've been unlocking them, we've not actually touched on them yet, have we? So we'll have a look at that at the end of this episode, I think. There you go. The curse has procced again. Notice we're getting a frenzy charge. That's the little green circle you can see floating around. More currency goodies. Couple more rares to deal with. Ooh, a Chaos Orb, fantastic. It was a Chaos Orb I bought the cast when damage taken for as well. We could get it cheaper towards the end of Act 4, but I did want to showcase it, and I'm happy to have it in the build, especially now we have a few extra sockets to play with. This is just doubling back, I think, isn't it? Never mind, we'll go and kill stuff, why not? There you go, there's the curse popped again.
I believe in traveling light.
Okay, we are full, are we? Alright then. Let's do a portal. Let's go sell again. More currency is good. We've not had Einar for a bit, have we, either? He seems to have gone quiet. No. There we go. There's my Chaos Orb back. Fantastic. They're always the currency of choice when trading, they are. And although I could have got cast when damage taken at the end of this act cheaper, I mean, you know, it's a Chaos Orb. They're not much use. They're one of those currencies that, yes, it does randomise. If you roll a rare that's not got great... Oh, there's another one. That's not had great rolls, you can try a Chaos Orb to randomise, but they're usually better used for trading. Unless you're in solo self-found, of course. we go. Nice. More currencies. That pop the curse. Pop the molten shell as well. Okay, what's leveling up here? Leap slam can go. Cast when damage taken, we do not want to level up. I want it to proc as often as possible. If we leveled that up, it would obviously increase the required level of gems we could use, but it would also require more health to be taken before it procced, and I want it to proc as often as possible. Right, Poacher's Mark. Next level requires level 40, so we need to right-click on that one. We need to stop that leveling. So cast when damage taken isn't going to level anymore. That's stuck at supported skill gems require level 38 or lower. Poacher's Mark is stopped at 37. We need to just make sure Molten Shell gets stopped as well. Chromatic. Okay, I think we're here. Drop a portal. So there you go. We've already taken enough damage to proc it. So he's now got the fizz damage curse. And he was super quick.
Just be happy that you got a warrior's death, Kaom.
Okay, we do need to take that. We definitely need to take that. If we drop that, that can go in there. Can I still take that? No. I probably can, actually. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Right, back to town. What are we on? 17 minutes. That's pretty good, that. Good going. Let's go sell again.
What do you want?
Nice life roll. Very nice life and armor roll. We need this, though. This is the problem now. You get good yellows, but if they don't drop with the right socket combination, is it worth... +5 max life. Absolutely trash. Is it worth trying to re-roll that into a 4-socket? I'll tell you what. We haven't got much to play with, but I did promise we'd go back to the hideout and have a look at the socket and gem things that we can do now. So let's go back to hideout. We'll go to the crafting bench just so I can show you what the recipes are that we've unlocked. Okay, so for example, if we wanted this to guarantee 4 sockets, we'd have to use 10 jeweler's orbs, which we haven't got. We could try and do it ourselves with RNG and burn through our orbs. Leave that in there a second. How many have we got? We've got 4. Okay, so we could effectively... These are the ones we've unlocked. We could guarantee 3 sockets. If we wanted to 4-socket it, we could try and use the 4 jeweler's orbs we've got, RNG, or we can guarantee with 10 jeweler's orbs. The same with linking it. If I wanted to link it, first of all, I'd have to give it 4 sockets, and then I'd need 5 fusings to guarantee 4 links. And then there's other options. If you wanted at least a red, at least 2 reds, at least 3 reds, it costs you a lot of chromatic orbs. It starts costing you a heck of a lot. Now, to be fair, to get at least 3 red sockets on strength-based armor, you could probably roll that anyway with a couple of chromatics. But if you wanted to guarantee it, 120, I'd probably try and roll it myself for that. But we're not going to. Although that is quite nice. It's got good armor. It's got really good armor. It's got really good max life. We're not losing any resistances because there's none on our current armor piece. But we'd lose that red, green setup that we need for our main skill. Because we could craft a resist onto that. Also, you've got to think about the one we've got has got dex on it. And we've been leveling up a few Dex gems. So if I was to put that in, nope, everything is still okay. You're looking for these to go green background. So actually losing the Dex isn't an issue. Oh, man. But do you? You know, this is it now. The question is, do you try? We've got one orb of fusing, so we can't link it much. We can't guarantee 4 links. We could probably get 3 or 4 sockets with this, but we're still losing out. Then we might have to recolour them. It's a nice piece of armour. We are going to get better, and we're probably going to get better with more sockets and links. Yeah. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. What's in here? Right, that's my totem setup. What's in here? Just faster attacks. You see, we could use Spectral Helix with faster attacks and probably put Cruelty in there as opposed to Chance to Bleed in this one. But again, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? The Reflect is kind of nice as well on that, to be fair. Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's tough. We'll say no to that. Unfortunately, I think. I've not got enough currency yet to be messing around with that sort of stuff. If I had 20 or 30, maybe I'd have a play, but we haven't. We've got 1s and 2s. Have you got anything to buy, though? This is the next question. Doesn't look like it, does it? No, you haven't. Okay, fair enough. Right.
What is it, X?
Let's sell it, then I don't keep pondering. There we go. You're gone. By the way, there is no buyback as well. Worth mentioning, there is no buyback, which is why I'm stressing, if you ever swap out a piece, keep hold of the piece you've taken off and just make sure you can use all your skills. Just make sure you've not got no horrible red background. If you have a red background, you need to either craft what you're missing onto it before you sell the old piece, or you're going to have to go with the old piece. All right. I've made that mistake a couple of times where I've sold it and then realised, oh, I can't use this skill. And then you have to try and juggle things around. Right, I think that will do for this one. A little bit shorter, but we're at a really good place. We went to the crafting table, so I've shown you the guaranteed sockets, colours, links, etc., but they can get expensive. If you want to negate the RNG, you are certainly welcome. Yeah, I think we're done. So thank you for watching, folks. I really do appreciate you watching these videos. Again, if you are enjoying, please drop a thumbs up on it. It does help other people find it in their recommendations. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel. We're growing quite slowly, but quite nicely. Nice little community, and I'm loving the feedback I'm getting from you guys as well. So all of you that have commented, that are spending time in this channel, thank you guys. I can't stress that enough. I really do appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Take care.